Good morning, guys. I think I'm live. Yes, I'm live. I am excited to do today's challenge. It's day three of the secret to alchemizing motherhood journey. Today's day 3, guys. Sorry, I was just having a bit of technical issues. That's why I'm a couple of minutes late. And just doing an introduction again for those who are watching a replay. I am Alexia. I'm your host for this 5-day challenge. And the purpose of this challenge is to help you to see opportunities in the challenges. So basically, we turn any challenge into opportunity. And each day, I'm sharing with you one of 5 essential keys that you need to, that it would be good, very, very good, if you begin to apply and practice the keys that I'm sharing with you each day. So Monday, we covered how to shift out of limiting beliefs in an instant so that you can see that opportunity in a challenge that you're experiencing in the moment. And on day 2, which was yesterday, we covered how to we covered the motherhood codes, right? And how important it is to understand them and to actually practice being in the motherhood codes, which, if you remember them in your pyramid, if you haven't watched the replay, guys, I highly recommend you go and watch the replay, because each day is piggybacking on the previous day, right? So the motherhood codes were seeing motherhood as light, seeing motherhood as truth, seeing motherhood as love, seeing motherhood as truth, and seeing motherhood as God, as the I am. All right? Go back. It's important information for you. I talked about the new infrastructure of motherhood. I talked about the old paradigms and why they're coming down, and why it's important for us mothers to upgrade our inner landscape, upgrade our way of being, and shift our consciousness. Okay? So we can really experience more light in our motherhood journey. My hair is a bit more light in our motherhood journey, and have a deeper connection with our children and with everybody in our lives. Okay, most importantly with yourself, because I'll go into that in today's challenge. So today's topic is sourcing real inner balance and courage that commands the opportunities to your dreams to manifest. And what does that mean? When I talk about real inner balance, I mean the deep inner balance that is sourced from the inside. Okay, not one that is based on circumstances around you, or people, or your needs. Okay, it's important to be able to access this type of balance at any opportunity that you want. It's important to cultivate this characteristic of your inner world, balance. And it's important to understand that inner balance shouldn't be dependent on what's happening outside of you, what's happening in your environment and in your reality. Okay? So let's get into day 3. Okay, I love this topic. Okay, because you'll see why we are pulled this way and that as moms, and continuously judging ourselves and criticizing ourselves for being out of balance, for not having things all figured out, and for getting this motherhood thing wrong, right? Which automatically puts you in a mindset that's out of balance, because you're judging yourself, you're criticizing yourself. Okay, so that is not who you naturally are, right? So this is part of the old infrastructure of motherhood, what we talked about yesterday, remember? It's part of the old paradigms that we have to let go, and it's part of why I am offering you this content, so that you guys can begin to shift the way you think about yourselves. Okay, it's so important. The only person's opinion that matters about yourself is your own, because that is the voice that you're hearing on the inside all the time. Okay, so real inner balance is your natural state, actually. Okay, it's how you naturally came into this world. You did not come, when you were born as a baby, you did not come in a panic. You did not come, I'm not talking about the crying and the stress of birth. Okay, that in and of itself is a challenge for the newborn baby, and but it's an opportunity for life. Okay, can you see how there's a gift in every challenge? So your first challenge as a baby was actually being birthed, right? Coming through the birth canal, or whether you came through cesarean. That was your first challenge. Okay, the challenge of, you know, life, right? And claiming your life and coming into this world. So what a beautiful gift you received by becoming that challenge. Okay. That wasn't part of the training today, so I'm actually glad that came in for you. So real inner balance is your birthright. It's your natural state. Okay. And it's just that we have become so used to being all over the show, being everything to everyone, doing everything on our own, you know, the lone wolf attitude that we have, afraid to ask for support, wondering what people are going to think about us, that we can't do things on our own, and just having a lot on our plate. Okay. And when you have a lot on your plate and you just keep putting things on your plate, sooner or later, you know, the plate's going to topple, right? The things are going to start falling off. And that's when you're going to lose your shit, right? Okay. And we don't want that to happen. But if it does happen, that's okay. It's good for that to happen because it's showing you that you need to get to work on, you know, prioritizing things that are important to you and saying no to things that are not important to you. Okay. That's another training all in of itself. So we need to stop being everything to everyone. Okay. You need to start being someone to you and start prioritizing your voice, your inner truth, and the love that you have on the inside, or your true self. Okay. Honoring who you are, honoring why you're here, honoring your path. Okay. Yes, you're a mom, and you have a spiritual side to you as well, which cultivates your soul's truth and why you're here on this planet. Okay, so by connecting to yourself each and every day on a high level, like I mean, in a high frequency state, you begin to see the truth of who you are. And yesterday, when we did the motherhood codes, when I covered truth, the truth of who you are is essentially a light being. You are love, you are joy, you are on purpose, you emanate, and you are a source of God's love. Okay, you are not the illusions that you're carrying around with you, a warrior, a fear-based overprotective mom, needing to have things to feel a certain way. Okay, so today we'll cover how inner balance fits into that, right? So the more things we add to our plate, the more out of alignment you're going to feel, because it's cool. The more you're going to be pushing yourself and pulling yourself in all directions to do things, the more exhausted you're going to feel, the more tired you're going to feel, the more, which is a sign for you that you're out of alignment because you're actually not getting stuff done that is important to you. And it's out of alignment of your truth, okay, of your light, of your soul's, your DNA, the spiral that's in your light, okay, your genetic codes. You're out of alignment to those. Each person's codes are different, okay? You have your own unique frequency. You have your own unique light that you should work to align towards, okay? So when you're feeling out of balance, you need to check in and see what's happening, okay? There is light at the end of the tunnel. Inner balance, real inner balance, can be reclaimed because it's already your natural state. Okay, so it's something that can be reclaimed in a couple of ways. So firstly, it's important that you understand and practice the 4 codes of motherhood that we spoke about yesterday. Okay, so go back and watch the video and take notes and take whatever's important to you. Okay. Second is to begin to surrender your fears. Surrender your fears and begin to name your emotions. So your feelings. I need to make a distinction for you. Emotions and feelings are not the same. Okay. Emotions, we actually have five basic human emotions, okay, and which are anger, fear, guilt, hurt, and sadness, right? I think it's those. And then, so these emotions are basically the pain emotions, okay? The dark, the pain. And then we have feelings, right? And the feelings that you experience on a day-to-day basis, when you're triggered, right? You get triggered by whatever, it may be your kids, may it be your partner or something that happened at work, you get triggered. And through the meaning-making process that's happening in your conditioning, you have an experience on the inside, which is connected to the emotions that I just mentioned before, and that like emits a feeling. So you may be feeling irritation, you may be feeling desperation, you may be feeling out of control, or you may be feeling stuck, you may be feeling low self-confidence, or you may be, these are all the feelings that we get to experience on a day-to-day basis. They're actually guiding you to the deeper emotion that's on the inside. Okay, so it's important to identify your feelings, feel the feelings, right? Feel the feelings and allow it to be processed as it should. Allow it to be processed as it should be, so that you don't bury things under the carpet, and which just builds a mountain of feelings that are just going to keep erupting all around you at the drop of a hat. Okay, so just a quick little side note on feelings there and emotions. Our emotions actually connect to our experiences and how we categorize each experience. So this is too much of a subject to go into it now. I won't be able to go into it now. I did go into it a bit in a training that I did on the codes. Anyway, we'll do another training, okay? So basically, inner balance is not attained by just brushing your feelings under the carpet, okay? You need to address your feelings on a day-to-day basis. You need to ask yourself consciously every day, what am I feeling today? Okay, you have to empty out that cup. You have to empty out the feelings so that you're able to have a clear landscape on the inside. Otherwise, you become like, it's like you have a bucket that's filled with muckiness, and it can't be filled with other stuff, with other beautiful love and joy and, completely. So do a practice every day of ask yourself what you're feeling and write down what you're feeling, right? Just get it out and allow yourself to see what comes up. Okay, be curious about your feelings. Don't be afraid of them. They're not going to harm you. It's just a feeling, okay? It's not going to harm you. So you get to cultivate a relationship between your feelings and your emotions, and just be open to what needs to come up for you, okay? That's coming in with, taking off the layers and seeing things in a different light. Be open and surrender to these things, okay? So real inner balance, this is one that I don't know if you're gonna I would like you to begin to wrap your head around this because it's important. Real inner balance is not about having a work-life balance, okay? That you read about in magazines or in social media. There's no such thing as work-life balance. It's just a term that has been coined and it's being thrown around left, right, and center. And it's actually making moms, working moms, and even stay-at-home moms feel overwhelmed, feel that they're doing something wrong, that they don't have it all figured out, because they're being subjected to a concept of work-life balance that is unattainable, right? It's unattainable because it doesn't exist. You don't need, it's not needed. This thing of work-life balance is not needed. The only balance that's important, guys, is the balance that you feel on the inside, okay? When you begin to start judging your outside situations and start judging your work experience, your life experience, and related to your children all in one, and you begin to put labels on it, that it's out of balance because a magazine has told you that, and the magazine is telling you that this is what a work-life balance looks like, and yours does not match up to that, okay? It's not ever going to match up completely to that because somebody else wrote that article. Somebody else wrote something from their own conditioning, okay? Whether they're a doctor or a professor, I don't care, right? You shouldn't compare your life and labels to somebody else's life and labels, okay? So the work-life balance concept is a trap. Try and see yourself and think of the times when you actually were trying to have an experience work-life balance and did it ever work for you? Or have you actually experienced inner balance, which is now being reflected to you on the outside? Okay, the inner balance is the most important, guys. When you don't have the inner balance on the inside, you most definitely are not going to experience a balance on the outside. That can be sure. But no matter when you do have the inner balance on the inside, doesn't matter what's going on the outside. Okay, this is what inner balance does for you. This is what confidence does to you as a mom. You are able to ride any storm. You are able to function in any sort of chaos that's happening in your home. You are able to reset the energy with your kids at the flick of a switch because you have the inner balance on the inside. You're connected to yourself. You're connected to your soul. You know how to activate your heart's light, how to shift your energy and get the wisdom, and you can apply that so that your reality shifts. Okay, you become the alchemy in your life. Okay, can you see how becoming a co-creator of your life can change your life, and not just sitting back and just experiencing life as it happens to you. Life is available to happen for you, okay? When you take that stand and say, I'm ready to be responsible and to take action on my life and to learn the ways that I can become the co-creator of my life, okay? So when you're focusing on having a work-life balance, on that illusion, you're trying to attain something which is outside of you and it doesn't exist, okay? So even just the thought, just thinking about a work-life balance presupposes that you don't have it, okay? And when you're thinking about something which you don't have, you're actually perpetuating the situation, okay? Because you're pouring energy into something that you don't have, and it's just making it expand into your life even more, right? Remember the principle of what you focus on, it expands, or where your energy goes, where your focus goes, energy flows. This is the same concept. Doesn't matter whether you're focusing on something positive or negative, where your focus goes, that thing's going to expand. Okay, so if you're focusing on not having a work-life balance in your life, you're not going to have it. So we need to turn the spotlight inwards, okay? And truly ask yourself, what does inner balance look like for me? It'll be different for everybody. So you need to write these down. What does inner balance look like for me? Write it down. And what answers come up for you? And another question, have I experienced inner balance before? So if you can access a memory of when you did have inner balance before, how did that feel? You know, what emotions were present? How did your body feel? What was happening inside? What was happening around you? What sounds could you hear? Okay. And how, if you were a mom then, how were you engaging with your children? Okay. And then another question, what does inner balance look like to me today? Okay. And how can I bring that into my day every day? So whatever answers you come up with, I would like you to begin a practice every day. Take one thing that came up for you. How can I bring inner balance into my day every day? So when you ask yourself the question, what does inner balance look like to me? What does inner balance look like for me? You know, how do I feel when I have that? The answers that come to you will give you like a picture, okay, of what you need. Will give you a picture of what it's like to have that inner balance. And then you will know what you need to do, you, what you need to do to achieve that inner balance. So that means you're taking responsibility for your own inner balance, and you're not waiting for things on the outside to magically happen, and then you only have the inner balance, okay? It's not going to happen that way. It has to come from the inside, from yourself. It starts with you, okay? So I hope this is resonating with you. I hope it's valuable for you. It's important that you do cultivate some sort of practice that will give you and bring you inner balance every day. So it's about knowing how your needs are currently being fulfilled and if they're working for you. So in other words, we have certain needs in our life, core human needs, and these needs are fulfilled whether we like it or not, and they're fulfilled in a subconscious way by our habits, by our patterns, by our behaviors, okay? So by taking these needs, I will list them to you now, by taking these needs, by looking at them and seeing how you're actually fulfilling the needs in your life, you get a clearer picture about your behavior. And if you actually approve now of the behavior that you're doing to achieve a specific need. And then if you don't approve of it, and if you're seeing that there's work to be done on this chart, then you go and you do the work, okay? So the needs exercise is something that we can do that. I'm thinking now. We can do that in another training because we're going to need some time on that, and I would like to do an activation for you at the end of this live. So, okay. Basically, the needs are, we'll do the exercise in a different training, but just so that you can get an idea, we've got 6 core human needs, okay? There are love and connection, the need for love and connection, the need for significance, the need for certainty, the need for variety, and then we have the last 2 are not the core human needs, but they're like additional ones, higher level needs. And they are the need for contribution and the need for growth. So each of us, we fulfill these needs in certain ways, okay? So when we do the exercise, you will get to ask yourself, on what level so we'll have like, you know what I'll do? If anybody would like to do this exercise, send me a message and we can do it together. I'll do a short training in the group on the needs exercise if you're interested in doing it and to have a clearer picture about how you're fulfilling your needs in your life. These needs I just listed. I'll do an extra training quickly in the group, okay? Outside of the 5-day challenge. It'll be very cool. It's a fun way to see how you're fulfilling these needs in your life, okay? So now I would like to do an inner balance activation for you, which is going to help you to surrender. It's going to help you to really stand in your light and feel at peace and calm in your inner light, and it'll help you throughout your day so that when you have this inner balance, you don't feel that you're all over the place. You don't feel like you're being pulled this way and that. You feel you have the capacity to make decisions. You feel confident and you have the courage. You have the courage to, step through any fears that might be, rearing their heads to you in a situation. So when you have this inner balance and you cultivate this inner balance inside of you on a day-to-day basis, it's clear and it's obvious, to me that doing this will help you to see opportunities clearer and faster in your day-to-day challenges. If that makes sense, obviously, because if you're not in inner balance, if you don't have a state of inner balance, and you're in an elevated state of hyperactivity and irritation and sort of a lot of friction in your day, you're going to be in a lower vibration, so you'll be triggered, okay? And when you're in a state of discord or disharmony on the inside, or if you're angered or irritated, the opportunities in the challenges will not be so clear for you. It's obvious, okay? So just wanted to share that. So, okay, let's go in for the inner balance activation. I would like you to, so you have a bit of experience with this now already from the first day of the challenge and yesterday, and we're going to do something similar to activate your inner balance. And you can do this anytime. Once you learn this tool, you can do it anytime. You don't need me to do it for you, okay? So take a few deep, full body breaths. Close your eyes and take in your breath. Breathe into the top of your head, the top of your spine, and send the breath down to your feet and down to the ground, to the earth below, grounding you. Keep breathing. Do this a few times. Breathing in, filling your body with your source breath, life breath, in gratitude for this breath. Send it up along your spine, the top of your head, and down to the bottom of your feet and down through the earth. One more time, breathing in, full deep body breath, up along the spine, the top of your head, excuse me, and down to the bottom of your feet, and into the ground, the center of the earth. Now I want you to take a deep breath into your heart. Activate your heart with your breath, and feel your heart expanding with each breath. Feel your heart expanding with each breath, filling your heart with this life breath. Now I want you to flick the switch so that your light in your heart goes on, spreading the light into the heart and out into your body and out as far as it can go. How far can your light go today? Experience your body as light. Experience yourself as a body of light. Open to the infinite source of wisdom and love and joy and balance. Now I want you to imagine that your light is flowing out of your body and has created a sphere around you. See this beautiful diamond light sphere around you, circulating you, protecting you, providing for you everything you need. As you're in that sphere, surrender. I see you surrendering your doubts, that are taken up by the sphere and sent out into the cosmos. Surrendering your fears, surrendering your worries. Put anything that you're worrying about into the sphere. Your doubts, your fears, the things that are on your mind that are, taking up your energy, your balance. Put them all in the sphere. The sphere is here for you to transmute your worries and your doubts and your fears into love. So as you see those going into the sphere of light spinning around you and shifting these into love, shifting these into abundance, and flowing through you like a spiral. So as you see the sphere spinning around you, you're covered now in the sphere. You're inside the center of the sphere, okay? And I see these worries and the doubts. They have gone into the spherical light, and they have been transmuted now. So they've got no pull on you. And they're being moved now into the sphere, and the sphere is pushing them back inside the sphere with you, but they're light now. They're illuminated diamond light. They're vibrating with energy. They're vibrating with solutions. They're vibrating with love and joy. Okay? And they're sort of playing with you and circulating your body like a playful song, a playful little wind. Okay? So as you experience this and the wind settles, allow that playful light to settle down into the sphere as well. And now you're in the center of the sphere, and you're surrounded by love. You're surrounded by peace and joy. And remember, the sphere of light was created by your heart. Okay? So this is your sphere. This is your sphere that you can step into and experience this godlike peace and awe. And the sphere is a perfect symmetry of quantum geometry. And it's got the codings of peace and joy and motherhood. Okay? You are divinely created in the feminine with access to timeless and eternal wisdom. And this is the beginning of your journey. So allow yourself to experience yourself in the sphere of light. Feel the inner balance inside of your heart as it has the same tone as the sphere of light around you. It has the same tones as the infinite abundance that's available for you and is you. And your heart has the same tone as infinite love, unconditional love. Okay? Know that you are taken care of. Know that you are not alone. Know that you don't have to do it all alone. Know that you can trust God or the universe, source. Know that He has your back. Have the courage to stand for your dreams. It's like you're standing in your sphere right now. You don't have to have it all figured out. It's going to be done. You don't need to know how. Everything you desire as a mom, as you, it's going to be done. You just can go one step at a time. Okay? And know that having fears is okay, but they don't need to hold you back. Right? So trust and have faith that all it is, it should be, and engage in your light. Stay in your sphere and be the light. Okay? So when you're ready, you can come back to the room, or you can stay in the space and I finish up here. So creating a practice where you access your inner balance daily will calm your nervous system, just like it has right now. Okay? And it will release oxytocin into your body, and you will feel so, so good every day. Okay? So imagine what this will do for you and your relationship with your kids and your partner, right? And just know that the cost of not having inner balance is high. Okay, we need to learn how to have inner balance and to practice this daily, because it's not taught to us. Well, it's untaught to us actually, and we just have to relearn it and remember it. Right? That's why I'm here. So remember that if it's chaotic on the outside, you can return to your inner balance anytime, any place, any time of the day, and just reboot like we just did now, to replenish, to refresh, and to fill up on love from God and the universe, and into your heart and your whole body and into all of your cells. So you actually doing yourself inner balance reboot. Okay, imagine what this does for your health. It's important to stop waiting for the outside world to love up on us so that we feel good, so that we have balance. We are so loved already by God, and the more we connect with this love and this light, the more we will begin to love ourselves. And the more we love ourselves, the more you can love on others without, compensating, or without needing approval, or without needing something back. So you get to love unconditionally. You get to love no matter what, right? So I've shared this before, that love is actually the bridge, and it starts with you as moms to build that bridge and to make it strong. Okay? When you have inner balance, you are exposed to your courage, and you begin to unlock your vision to see the opportunities around you and the challenges. Okay? Your vision begins to shift. Your inner vision begins to shift. I'm not talking about your vision that you have for your family. I'm talking about your actual sight. Your visual sight capacity begins to change. Okay? So instead of being locked in fear and stuck in fear, you unlock opportunity because of your connection to a higher place inside of you. This is what inner balance has the power to do. Okay? Excuse me. Bit of a scratchy throat here because of the stuff I'm sharing with you, I'm sure. Okay. So that is the end of today's challenge. I challenge you to get it done. Excuse me. I challenge you to do the work and to honor yourself as a human being and as a light being and as a mom, an ascended mom, to do everything you can to get the inner balance, to connect deeper with your children and to connect deeper with yourself so that you begin to experience life on a whole new level. Okay? Join me for tomorrow's challenge, day 4, same time. Tomorrow we're going to be discussing how to reveal your inner wisdom so that you can gain true self-confidence as a mom. Huge topic, wisdom, wisdom, wisdom. We all want that. I hope you will join me tomorrow. I love being here with you guys. I love serving you, and I'm honored. I'm deeply honored that you give me the space in your home and in your heart to grow with you. So the secret to alchemizing motherhood, it's in your hands. What are you going to do about it? You know, let's bring more light into motherhood. Okay? Love you lots. See you tomorrow. Bye.